hurt somebody's stress. In your take a trip. I got right here for.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think if you asked every player around the league going into the bye week, it is critical that you come in off of the win. It just makes coaches in better moods. It makes everybody in the building in a better mood. And certainly it makes your time away from the team a little bit easier. So they've had a long week thinking back to their loss the week before. And hopefully they were able to address a lot of those issues. And they certainly want a different result today.
They try again. It's 2nd and 10.
The 41-yard line.
Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 2.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that first down.
7-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Back to the air one more time. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. They'll try zone read on 1st and goal. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw.
12-yard line.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up. Taken down. They got him.
Quarterback sack. A loss of 6 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working. I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
1st and goal, Denver.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. Broncos are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard.
They'll run with Robinson. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Ooh! A 1st catch there for Chase. And he's got a 1st down to go with him.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's in! Touchdown, Cincinnati. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. The extra point is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bengals 7.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Bengals offense and their running back set to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
It is 3rd and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Kelly. It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And caught out wide on the RPO. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A huge play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off the read, here's Burrow. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rader now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Broncos 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. Philippe sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down. On 1st down, Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now, Burrow. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Here's Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo. They'll start this one with 1st and 10. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Burrow. The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And 10 at the 24-yard line.
2nd down. Burrow. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Landon Jackson. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
And now you need 2 hands to count how many sacks they've recorded in this one, Mike. I mean, they have been relentless throughout the game, and they get another big stop here.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing is Burrow. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now a run on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Hill looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. No run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain on the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
The 29-yard line.
Burrow now. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down. Up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Burrow here on second down. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down.
36-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
25-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point is up and through. And the Bengals have cut the deficit to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. Landon Jackson. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. Going for it all. That's hard. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. I'll give on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Broncos. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Denver. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it. A
quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Back to throw. Burrow. The outside. It's hooked in by Chase. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals.
Burrow now to throw on first down. The throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 6. Burrow. Out wide, that's Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Number 20. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And less than a yard.
Schrader's kick is good. And the Bengals will cut into that lead. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got Rubin. Now ahead, and he lost the football. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Throwing is Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force fourth down.
Yes, sack. A loss of 6 yards.
Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, Burrow. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Second down, Burrow. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Completed to number 16.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is third and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. So So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be... Oh, and he's got it! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw. Out wide. It's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is second down and 5. They'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got a man. That's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's fourth down.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
34.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
He's got his man, Carter. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here's a big one. This third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. the pressure too much. He goes down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory.